Namaste. It seems like with all of us being in lockdown as we are, it's just that everything that we've come to believe is our life seems to be crumbling around us. And I can remember how hard this hit me when I went through 3 years where every year some major disaster happened where my whole life just seemed to crumble away. And it was in 1992 that I ended up being diagnosed with a basketball-sized tumor. And that was quite a shocking bit of disaster to happen, and thankfully I healed from that. And then the next year, our little tiny beach shack on the beach in Malibu, California, there were these big wildfires in California, and ours was the only house that completely went down on the beach. And so we lost our home, our cars exploded, and we were financially just absolutely wiped out. Then the year after that, almost to the same month, my husband of 20 years, who I considered to be the great love of my life at that time, told me that he had fallen in love with another woman and had spoken to her about marriage. And I can remember so clearly walking out into my living room and just standing there and just feeling like everything that I came to know as myself, as my life, everything that seemed so solid and concrete. It was just like a free fall. And this mountain appeared in front of me, this mountain called Brandon, me and my life. And it was like this big earthquake had happened, and it was shaking the very foundations of who I hold myself to be and what my life is. And it started to crumble into so much gravel, and it turned into dust. And I found myself free falling in abject terror. And something inside of me just let go. And I fell from that terror into a presence of peace that was just carrying me, that was holding me. And I realized that this peace had been there all along, that it had been carrying me through these disasters. And I went upstairs into where our kitchen was, and I passed by a quotation that was on a refrigerator, and it was a quote that a friend of mine had given to me and put on a magnet, and I'd never much been touched by it, never really even noticed it, but I put it up there because it was a gift from a friend. And when I passed by the refrigerator, it was almost like this quote just leapt off the refrigerator and entered straight into my heart. And the words were, "Know whatever comes unexpected to be a gift from God, and it will surely serve you. If you use it to its fullest, it's only this that we strive for out of our own imaginations, our own egos, that give us trouble." And as I read those words, I knew the absolute truth of them, that it was time for me to realize and surrender and know whatever comes unexpected, as this pandemic has come, to be a gift from the divine. And it will surely serve us if we use it to its fullest. It's only this that we strive for out of our own imaginations, out of our own mind, that gives us trouble. And from that point on, I started surrendering to this that I couldn't change, and looking for that gift. And out of the gift of that, my whole life changed in ways I could never have dreamed of or imagined. because I used that time to the fullest. And this is an invitation that life is making to us right now, to use this time to the fullest. And it will surely serve us. And I know that somehow humanity, it may not end up that our world is the same as it was before coronavirus, but maybe new and healthier and more regenerative ways, more nourishing ways, more conscious ways of living life will emerge out of all of this as a global consciousness where we realize we're in it all together. And so I pray that you will use this time with all your heart and take time to nourish yourself, to be with your loved ones. Take time to be still. And let, during this time of incubation, this hibernation that we're all in, new creativity will emerge out of this, and a new way forward will emerge for all of us. And the only option available is just to fall into trust that somehow all of us will be guided and carried during this uncertain time. And a heartfelt namaste.